Hi you guys, welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy and on my channel I do DIYs and I do wood signs. Today is Wood Sign Wednesday and I am going to be bringing you back to the basics. We are going to be doing a wood round today. It will be reversible. And with that said, let's go ahead and hop into this DIY. All right, y'all, we are going to start out with Min Wax Ebony. I get my wood rounds at Home Depot. They measure about 17.5 inches in diameter and about an inch thick. You can also get them at Menards and Lowe's as well. So for me, I have tried every sponge brush, towels, everything. And what works for me staining wise is these microfiber towels. I cut them in about 2x2 squares and I love them because they hold a lot of the stain, so you're not dipping and dipping and dipping and you're not wasting, which I love. So you can see just by dipping that one time how much stain I was able to get out of that towel. So that is the method I prefer. You do have to toss them afterwards, and for this, make sure when you are sanding these that you sand the sides, because the sides are the roughest part, and trust me, it will show when you stain it. When I stain, I always go with the grain of the wood, or at least I try to. And oh, you guys, look at that grain. Oh my gosh, this is ebony is a beautiful color and I use it all the time. So now I have my decals and I made these with my Cricut design space. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking my Scotch 233 Plus automotive tape and I am using the lines that are in the wood round, okay? They're glued pieces of wood, okay? So there are lines there for you. Utilize those, take your time, find them. It just makes it so much easier. So now I'm trying to lay my vinyl, and this is Oracle 651 permanent vinyl. And I'm having a tough time because there's so much text here. I don't want it to be lopsided or uneven because that would just look horrible, especially with a straight line right above it. So I am looking at this, and if you do wood rounds or any wood signs, then I'm sure you've done this multiple times. And I'm just not confident in like my eyeballing at this point. So what I do is I'm going to take some painter's tape and I'm going to use those lines that are already there for us. And when I place my vinyl on top of it, I have this nice straight line where I know that my text is going to be straight. So Katie Brown is my realtor, you guys, and I did ask her permission to put her phone number on here and she said, oh, that was fine. So if you guys are looking for a great realtor, she is your gal, and she can give you referrals in other states as well. You're welcome, Katie. Okay, so now I'm taking another stencil. This is the Oramask 813 stencil vinyl. I absolutely love it. I usually only use this stencil vinyl when I am stenciling on top of something I already painted. Don't know why I chose to use it right here, but at least we get to talk about it, right? So we're going to place that on top, and again, just trying to make sure that I find my center, and there we go. Now this stuff is so good, you guys, because it doesn't have like a super strong adhesive, but I hardly have bleeds with this. I think it works way, way, way better than, what is it? Oracle 613? I think it is. They're like stencil vinyl. I don't know. But it is definitely my favorite. And now I'm going to tape all of my edges off anywhere where that wood's exposed, because I like to get crazy, and I know if I don't, there will be paint all over my board. So I am going to take the Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. Chalk paint, I get asked this question all the time, why I use it. It is just something that I have found that has worked for me, and y'all, you know, don't fix it if it ain't broken. You know what I'm saying? So I always use my chalk paint, and I don't ever go away from it. I love it. I think it is such great full coverage. I love that it is matte. And it's just easy to work with, in my opinion. But y'all need to try your own thing, because what may work for me may not work for you. So this is my sponge roller. And what I'm doing is, one, this is going to be a reversible sign, so we're not painting the sides. And I am going light-handed, y'all. You need to go in light-handed. You do not want your paint spilling over the side, and you don't want it going underneath your vinyl. And that is where a lot of bleeds happen, because you are pressing too hard down on your sponge or whatever you're using, and that paint's going to go under your vinyl. So you could always go back in with a second coat. So always start out light, take your time. Right here, I am taking a blow dryer, and I'm doing this on cool setting. If you were to use warm heat on this, you will have cracking in your chalk paint. So put it on cool. It just helps speed up the process for me. You will know when chalk paint is dry because it will be completely matte. You will not see any shininess to it, or like it'll look wet if it's not dry. So here we are going in with the second coat, and you could just see what a difference a second coat makes. And again, I'm going in super light-handed, and then I'm evening that paint out by like going back over. See how I'm just like rolling it back over where I just was? And that way I just know that I have my paint evenly distributed on my board. So this is coming out good. My favorite part is always peeling the paint and the stencil off. It is like my moment. If you guys, all right, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. I promise I turn it. I've been trying a new camera holder thing. It ain't. Mama got to save her paint. Okay, so, look at that clean line. Sorry, my kids are playing upstairs. So then I start weeding as I'm standing and hovering over this table, and I'm like, man, I'm not going to be able to get myself out of this position if I keep standing like this. So your girl has to go to the table because she's old. Okay, so you guys, this synthetic brush that I have here, that is to wipe away the little flakes that come off. When the chalk paint dries and you're weeding it, little pieces of chalk paint will flake off of the top of the vinyl. And if that little flake, a little tiny baby flake of that chalk paint gets on your exposed wood, and you accidentally put like your hand in it or a finger and smeared it, it will act like paint and you will not be able to get it off. So that is why whenever I am weeding chalk paint, I have my little paintbrush. It doesn't have to be a synthetic one or anything. I have a little paintbrush next to me so that whenever those little pieces fall onto my sign, I can brush them away. That way I know I'm not going to have the chance of ruining my wood rounds. Because even if it got on like this, you know, like the letters, that can ruin a whole sign, at least for me. I'm a perfectionist and it has to be perfect. Now, you guys, if you are new to weeding wood signs, I highly, highly recommend getting the Cricut weeding tool. I have the silhouette one and I have this Cricut one. The Cricut one has such a sharp point at the end that all you have to do is get one little piece up on the side and it works so well. Do not gouge your wood, y'all. I used to do that all the time when I started off doing wood. So what I was trying to show you there was my wood kind of splintered and it brought up some of the paint on a letter. So I just got a super thin brush, went back in with my linen white chalk paint and just fix that. Just that way you don't see like the rip of the paint on there. So it does happen often, so. Okay, so now we are starting on the second side. And this one, you guys, we are going to make it sold because I wanted it to be so that she can obviously show off her business and, you know, advertise herself with a client. And then also so her clients can turn this around and then it could be like their personal photo. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it would be cool to have that option for her clients because in my wood sign career, have made so many people signs that say sold, it's ours, or we said yes to the address kind of thing. So I thought this would be a great way if her clients didn't have it or whatever, then it would be something nice to like offer them to take a picture with. So this one I do lay the 651 permanent vinyl on there. And anytime you guys I'm laying on top of stained wood, I will usually just use the 651 permanent vinyl. I have it in bulk. I like it. It has a stronger adhesive so that paint doesn't bleed under it. And again, we are just cleaning this up with the blow dryer, not cleaning it up, drying it. Okay, second coat is done, and we are going to take this off. You see what I'm saying about strong adhesive? Now, a lot of people you can possibly see, which I get questions a lot, splinters in your wood by pulling up your vinyl. That is common, and that really just has to do with the piece of wood you have. Sometimes I'll have no wood rounds or wood in general that splinter, and then sometimes I'll get a batch and like every single one wants to splinter because the wood is so soft. So there we go, but we're not done yet. All right, so now we are taking our Oramask 813 stencil vinyl, and I am doing the Oramask because I'm going to be stenciling over something I already painted. And if you get permanent vinyl and put that over the paint, it will rip that paint up. This vinyl does not do that, and that's why I prefer to use it. So as I'm peeling it back, I am also going to make sure wherever there's white showing that I really press that vinyl down there so that I don't have any bleeds onto that white. So right there, I'm trying to show you, see how it looks like it's lifted? You don't want that. So you want to make sure that you're pressing that vinyl down into those creases so that you don't have anything going under your vinyl, okay? So we're going to tape that off on the sides again, just like we did with the previous one. And this, you guys, just use your old painter's tape. You don't have to do a new strip.
Hey you guys, I hope you're enjoying this video so far. If you're enjoying these wood sign videos, and if you enjoy me and my channel, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and also know that I have an Instagram, a Facebook page. We even have a Facebook group now, and that's just under Unicorn Dust Designs. So make sure to check those out, and let's keep going.
All right, you guys. So now we're going to take, this is like some textured chalk paint. I'll put it down. I think it's by like Home Decor. And now I'm just painting all over my stencil here. And I wanted it to be bold. I wanted the "It's Ours" to stand out. So you just have to play around with paints and things like that. Y'all, if you are starting wood sign business out, contact local realtors. They will give you so much great business if you can get in good with them, make about 5 templates for them to like choose from every single time they have a sell on a home. It's a great way to start your business. And then also when they give those signs to somebody else, that person could refer you. So definitely something to look into. Oh my gosh, sorry about my children. They're like moving around furniture. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and peel that away, and you are going to see these clean, look at how clean those lines are. No bleeds whatsoever, you guys. It came out absolutely beautiful. Now, when you do chalk paint, sometimes it is hard to see where your vinyl was. Like you see all of those little baby pieces I had there. So all you have to do is kind of prop up your wood sign. Oh, that's when I realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, I keep rubbing this on my mat and it's probably dirty. All you have to do is kind of tilt it up and you'll see like the texture where your vinyl is. See, I'm like, am I missing a piece? Yes, you are, girlfriend. And you guys, this is super simple. I hope this was a good like back to basics video for y'all. I always have fun doing these wood rounds. And you all know if you have any questions, you could comment down below. So you guys, I think I'm talking here, so I won't. Matte clear, and then it's non-yellowing, UV resistant, but the reason I chose to use the clear matte Rust-Oleum spray paint on this one is because this is not going to be a sign for outside. This isn't even going to be a sign for inside. It is just for people to hold and take pictures with. So that is why I'm changing it up here. I know almost all of my signs I use Helmsman Spar urethane, but since this is not going outside, I'm just going to put 2 coats of this Rust-Oleum clear on each side and you are good to go. And I love that. You could also use that with indoor signs as well that will not be exposed to the elements. Let that completely dry. And you guys, we're not putting any hangers on this or anything. So y'all, thank you so much for joining me on a Wood Sign Wednesday. Make sure to check out my description box. I will link a lot of the wood round videos from my first one to second and so forth. I hope you all have a great week. I appreciate you all so very much, and I will see you back here on Friday. Okay, bye.
Hanky, you have something hanging from your lip. You see it? Do you feel it? It's right there. Oh, no, don't get it on. Don't get it. Oh, look, it's on.